Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Prague. We're getting ready for the second quarterfinal, the 2015 IIHF World Championships, and it's a big one for Canada and Belarus. Top of their group, Canada, and fourth in theirs, Belarus. We're expecting a one-sided, it's a David and Goliath clash. It's been called in the lead up to this. And I'm joined here, Owen Nelson, by Patrice Lefebvre. Good afternoon, Patrice.
Owen, good afternoon.
And are you expecting it to be as one-sided as being predicted by some of the experts and the journalists?
I see a victory from Canada, absolutely, but I don't think it's going to be a goal fest like a lot of people think.
Well, certainly we've seen plenty of goals scored in the lead-up to this, leading the tournament, Canada with 49, and Duchesne has been part of that in the line just going through, and plenty of other options for them. Belarus, well, they did have a decent defensive record as well, Patrice, but where do you see the main part of their game revolving today?
Well, absolutely. If Kevin Lalonde's playing, he's been tremendous in this tournament. And there we see Andrei Kostitsyn. He's got to be a person that's going to lead by example like he's done so far this year in the tournament and get some big goals for them.
Absolutely. Well, the historical meeting between these two sides certainly favors Canada. 9 times, twice in the Olympics, 7 times in the World Championships. They have never beaten the Canadians, but in the last 5 World Champs, the Canadians have gone out in all of the last 5, never passing to the semis, while Belarus, well, it could be new territory for them as well, as they have also never gone beyond the last 8. So history in the making here between these two sides as the fans wait. We're watching them go through their early skates earlier on. Lots of fans taking photos, and you could see there from the Russian contingent, they've taken up some seats to enjoy this. There is another quarterfinal going on at the moment between the USA and Switzerland, so this number 2, and here in Prague, which has been hosting half of the matches so far this season, this World Champs. We're looking forward to more action.
One thing about Canada today, they can't be overconfident. They've been, like the fact you've said the histories, they've lost in the quarterfinals, so they can't just rely on what happened before in the tournament. It's over and done with, and they're going to start anew today, and they got to play. If they play their own style of game with the talent they have and the depth they have, then there shouldn't be any problems.
Well, certainly more experience in terms of World Championship appearances for Belarus, but counts to nothing when you look at that man there. Their games played in the NHL, for example, in the thousands, while the Belarusians, quality outfit, professional, certainly, but nowhere near the regular hockey that the Canadian team play, and coming in as Olympic champions, some of those in the roster for the Canadians. So it is a David and Goliath clash, and sometimes these games can produce the upset. We're certainly hoping so. It's set for a 4:15 drop of the first puck, and we are almost there as the first skaters come out onto the ice. So Mike Smith in goal, as you predicted, Patrice, and his tournament so far has been solid, leading from the back. Do you think he's going to see a lot of action there? Is the defensive work of Canada going to be good enough to limit this Belarusian attack?
I think so. There's Kevin Lalonde as well, as I thought. Had a great tournament, 92% save average. It's been the big part of why Belarus is in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, they did have a good run in Group B. They have 4 victories, but 2 overtime losses as well, so narrow in 6 of the 7 games, finishing on 14 points, but well clear of Slovakia in 5th. United States topping their group, Finland and Russia the others from Group B, and could be Finland or host Czech Republic for the winner of this second quarterfinal, which is just a few short seconds away. The first drop of the puck is coming. It is the second quarterfinal. Belarus v Canada. And a bit of history awaits for the winner. So the Canadians in the red and black, the Belarusians in white and the red numbering, and we are finally underway here in Prague. And interesting to see how these two teams go about their early business. And the speed of the skating and the skills of the Canadians were pointed to by the Belarusian coach leading into this. He said it was a great opportunity for his skaters to play such a deep and skilled roster like Canada. Also pointed to the quality of their coaches and players, and all the possible attacking options they have. As the first face-off comes back the Belarusian way, and well, quickly lost though, and Taylor Hall just puts it in behind. Eberle has been in scoring form, laid back in front, and there is the first goal. 26 seconds gone, and it's Brent Burns. Well, that was an easy start. We wondered if it was going to be a goal fest, and maybe there is the first clue. 26 seconds on the clock, and Brent Burns, first goal of the tournament for him.
Great dump there by Taylor Hall, getting the puck deep behind the defenseman, the style of play Canada plays. Good forecheck by Jordan Eberle, which defenseman had to cough the puck where Crosby was right on the other side. Brent Burns coming in, bad coverage from the forward of Belarus. Top shelf goal, great goal by Burns, great pass by Crosby.
Well, after he just picked up Lalande, he didn't get anywhere near that one, did he? On his near side, filling the back of the net, and it's a bit of a nightmare start then for Belarus and for Dave Lewis, the coach. Are they going to be able to stick with them? Certainly if he goes to a 2-3 goal deficit early on, I think it's going to be a long way back as we're going again. And the nerves certainly, they thought were going to be an issue for Canada, but they're surely going to settle down a little now with that first goal. The longer it stayed a tied game, maybe those nerves can just increase, but start as they mean to go on, and another half chance there. Close to right in front on the right side. Puck just bouncing in behind. Again, it's come back the Canadian way, and they're looking to just recycle. McKinnon, he turns back quickly on the backhand, and he's trying to find an option. Goes in front, looking for the wraparound, and enough of a screen put up to ward off the shot. Another chance, and then it's come off the defensive skater in towards the keeper. And Lalande, well, he was big enough in front of his goal net to get it away, but almost an own goal from Belarus as it's dumped up the other end, and maybe just freezing a little out there on the ice. Belarus, a very poor start, 90 seconds gone.
Yeah, poorly decision right there. I spent a couple times at the puck. Instead of throwing the puck harder, they just made a little bad pass. Canada was able to put pressure and play behind their net. That's where they're strong, behind the net, down low. Good cycling game, and the defensemen get involved, so it makes it harder for Belarus to check and defend in their zone.
Well, a good battle on the point, but it just ricocheted off the shins there, and an offside was called, so face-off to come. There is Dave Lewis, and a fairly sober look on his face. His opponent, Todd McClellan, who brings in that perfect record. Canada imperious in the qualifying round. 7 wins out of 7, 49 goals scored, 14 in their net. Comfortably the top scorers for the tournament. And they've even been talking about all-time records as a little bit of an error behind goal. Smith just getting himself tangled up. And then coming through center ice, a long stretch of the stick, trying to poke it towards Tyler Seguin. Still there on this right flank, and well, no touch in the middle. He was trying to make the shot. Change of the line as Belarus retreats.
Very lucky there, Belarus. Too many men on the ice. Could have been the call.
Now options left and right as they come through the center zone. Good ice or stick work as the shot's saved with the pad. That was from Yavenko. And then taken back in the Canada zone. And a little bit worried, sending it far up the other end as the whistle goes.
Bad play there by a defenseman, number 46, Weinrich. Trying to make a pass, force a pass in their own zone. And here's the goal. Good pressure by Eberle. Good heads-up play by Crosby. Good job by Burns jumping in the play. We look at the coverage by number 91, Gavrus. Just looking at the puck, not looking at his defenseman, and was able for Burns to get that good shot, tough shot for a 1-0 goal.
Yeah, it's a textbook start. Exactly what they would have gone through, surely, in the lead up to this. And now just trying to dig it out from their own end. Palmed back into center ice, but they've still got work to do in defense. That was Goroshko. Oh. And then another save from close range, a slap shot off the stick. And credit there to Lalande. Not many options coming forward, Belarus. They have managed to force their way through down this left flank. That was Stepanov. Quickly on the turn, cross-eye pass from Hall. Where's the option? Well, used a backhanded shot and gloved easily by Lalande.
Crosby looking to make a pass to Burns, crashing the net. Decided he was covered, kept it. Eberle came in late, couldn't make the pass, so good decision for him. Take a good shot, got a great backhand, put the puck at net, maybe for a rebound, and good job by Lalonde, not giving any.
Crosby, the superstar probably in the tournament, certainly in this Canadian lineup. Are they going to be able to keep things going? That elusive gold that's been nowhere near their trophy cabinet for so many years. Just onside as they try to make the pass. They're all coming back now as Savard retreats and gets the puck. Battle on the boards inside the Belarusian zone as a space opens up on the right, and that's a smart pass to Kitarov. He's lost his skates and now the danger's on, flying forward. And Duchesne looking for the option in front. Stitsin, I should say, one of the top point scorers for Belarus. 4 minutes gone on the clock. Still trying to dig it out from there, and it's going to come back the Canadian way. That's with Ennis. Ennis is after it again in behind, a little drop pass, trying to bring his man in. The Belarusians have worked it into the central zone. Momentarily there, but the goal scorer Brent Burns getting in from behind the goal, and then a race down the other end in behind, a collision behind the goal, trying to make the angle with 3-4 in front, and then arriving late on was Giroux. Still there for Giroux, just missing the swipe of the puck. Showing their danger. Quick skating up the ice there, Canada, with only one man in Giroux. Still now able to convert that into a period of pressure in front of the goal. Another, well, just fakes the slap shot there, and then Giroux once more. First 5 been and gone. It took 26 seconds for Canada to take the lead. If you are just joining us and they're looking for their second, little drop pass. O'Reilly, still O'Reilly, high up in the point, high up in the slot, and it's gloved by Lalonde.
Good job by Canada, just controlling the play. Good cycling game, that's what they are very good at of doing. And defensemen getting involved, getting open shots, which makes it very difficult for Belarus to cover.
Belarus have managed to just reorganize themselves though after that stunning opening goal. Discipline, you think, is going to be another key thing as this first period moving into the second goes. No penalties as yet. Well, on his own as he goes chasing his own puck, Demkov in behind. Smith just shepherds it around the boards again. Reverse flick, trying to open it up for Demkov. Again, pressing high up the ice, the Canadians trying to block Belarus in their own zone, and they've come up with the puck. It's good play, and then the pass was ambitious and way out, high on the blue line, but all sorts of traffic in front of the net. And eventually, just trying that cycling move, it breaks down, but they've come up with it once more. And the pass, searching out for Ekblad. Paul was also there, he's offered himself as an option, and just having to reject that pass as they can run the change. He's going all on his own for a brilliant solo goal. And that was Spezza from close range. Decent save from Lalonde.
Nice move by Spezza. Smart move by him, getting the puck out, getting some speed, reloading, making that great one-on-one move.
Just fooled the Belarusian defense there a little as it comes across. Another chance, whistles by the far post of Lalonde on the goal line now. And, well, the Belarusians just managed to get it away, to dig it up into center ice. That one there, attempted through from Duchesne, but again, the Canadians recycling the puck well, and another solo effort to follow. McKinnon just leaves it up on the goal line with some assistance arriving. Cody Yekin also there as it goes all the way back. ominous as the Canadians come forward. Good looking shot from Eakin. Decent save again from Lalonde. He's got plenty of that to do throughout this afternoon. You just know it. Well, he couldn't get a hand on that. And there is the second goal, Tyler Ennis. 12:25 in the first period to go. And Canada make it 2-0.
Belarus getting caught looking at the puck all the time so much. Instead of looking what's going on behind their backs, like we say, put your head on a swivel and look what's going on. There's a good shot there before by Eakins. Puck being stepped in. Good play again here by Tyson Berry. Looking at Ennis going in slot by himself. Nobody's protecting him, so pretty easy goal. Nothing Lalonde could do right here.
And just manages to split Lisovets and Kovrishin, the two Belarusian defenders, and low down to the left side. It was a pretty easy finish. Well, Canada come up with the puck after it was dropped, so 2-0 here. If you are just coming in, and they've been pretty patient with their use of the puck so far. Canada taking their 2 chances well, and plenty other shots besides. Speculative effort from the left flank goes whistling beyond Smith. Whistle goes as...
One thing Belarus is going to have to do, if they get the puck in the offensive zone, they're going to have to support each other better, be closer. Second guy, whoever's got the puck, somebody's going to be close to make maybe that little cycle, that little block that he's able to make and get open and get that puck to the net or back to the D's and get some shots at net, traffic in front. That's the way they have to have a chance. They want to get some goals. And we saw the long faces on the bench already from Belarus, but lots of hockey left.
Yeah, a long way to go, certainly. And this is not the first time they've been in the quarters. As I mentioned, they made it last time out when the tournament was hosted in Belarus, in Minsk. And they eventually went down to Sweden in the quarters 3-2. And all the fans enjoying themselves, and why not? The beer has been flowing, very cheap alcohol in Prague. So you might as well take advantage any time of the day.
Absolutely.
Especially when all these traveling supporters have come from around the world. Why not have a party?
Well, it is a big party, actually. World Championship is a party. Even the fans, they all mixing up with each other, and that's what makes the ice hockey game such a great game. There's no fights, it's not like soccer, people, you know, fans against the other guys, but here in hockey, it's like you said, it's a big party.
Well, the party can stop for a moment as the hockey continues. Canadians still very much in charge. Belarus not really found any attacking rhythm in the first, well, what are we, 9 minutes gone in this game. Maybe now the pass on through center ice, if they can find it, just launches it round the boards, intercepted by Smith, who finds his defenseman, and again the black and red shirts of Canada come forward. There was often some criticism of Canada in the past going through the group stages that they weren't taking it serious. Obviously some appointments they had to keep in North America with Stanley Cup and so on, but this year certainly they've been probably the form team. The Russians not quite as good as we've seen in recent years. And it's just a case of knocking off this smaller opposition and then maybe setting up that quarterfinal with one of the other big sides, Finland. Meet the Czechs later on. The shot from high up is unable to get through all the traffic. Just give up on that one. It was offside there, Spezza.
To a long pass right there by Tyson Berry.
Spezza had that excellent solo effort earlier on.
There's the goal by Ennis coming in. Look, number 61, not even looking what's going on.
Well, yeah, bonehead work from Stepanov there, just doesn't move with his man, and from that sort of distance, going to be difficult to convert for the second goal. And well, when the gap is only 2, you can still feel there's a way back, but the more it opens up, 3+, getting into miracle territory. Ennis, incidentally, in his first World Championship, that was his 3rd goal of the tournament so far. A little dump and go. He left Smith to it, the Canadian defenseman. Oh, and this could work out. A 2-on-1 was there for a moment, but it's, well, not exactly a way to safety as they recycle the puck, looking for Giroud. He still has it now, comes back on his forehand on the blue line. Now on the point on this near side. It was Burns who let it go. And now Ryan O'Reilly. Oh, what a pass! Oh, that should have been a goal. That was absolutely superb. The pass there from Seguin. I think it was Tyler Seguin. He's still alive though. And that one's turned in as well. There is the third goal. And I think the man in front, number 79, Ryan O'Reilly, just got the tip as it was fired from here on this near side. Canada 3, Belarus nothing.
What a save by Kevin Lalonde on Giroud right before that. Poor Lalonde is left by himself right here, and Canada's just toying with Belarus. Like we said before, great cycling. Look at that pass by Seguin. Nice save there by Lalonde, staying close with Giroud. Puck ends up right. See, we can't clear the puck. Puck ends up at the defenseman. O'Reilly going to in front of the net, just hitting that stick. Perfect goal. Nothing Lalonde can do on that one as well. Good job by Burns. Heads up play. It's the stick of O'Reilly. 3-0 Canada.
Classy stuff from Canada so far. That pass there from Seguin was sexy at best. Wonderful way to open up the Belarusian defense.
Well, I stand corrected. Maybe it will be a goal fest.
Well, 3 with just a sixth of the time gone. It's not looking too good for Belarus at the moment. We're getting beaten up here by the Canadians. And that record of 9-0 will become an even rounder 10-0. Meanwhile, they're just looking to get something on the score sheet. And the quality of the passing and movement from the skaters out there for Canada really causing all sorts of trouble as they can bring it away. That was Korobov. He continues his progress through the center, and he's favored to get this now. Coming across and just checks back. Wants that option nearby, but there's two Canadian defensemen there to nick it off him and send it over onto the far side as he just loses his footing for a moment. That was, and he just scored. Tyler Ennis. Check that. It's Riley. Oh, it's ridiculously ambitious pass.
No, I don't think so.
Little fortunate there to get the whistle as Hall was bearing down on goal for number 4.
I'd like to see that replay. See that goal here. Great play again by Burns. Heads up play. Looks for that stick. Finds it. Lalonde, nothing you can do there.
Oh, you do like Lalonde, don't you?
Well, he's had a great tournament, and there's nothing he can do on this one. He's left by himself with those 3 goals, so.
Yeah, well, it needs his teammates at the other end to do something. They're there now. Let's see how this progresses. Not too well as the Canadians come again. There's 3 looking for the option. Eberle, he tries to just fire it in. It will be Eberle again to pick it up off the goal line. Bringing it up now, and again you can just see them cycling the play and opening the space up. Saved close range and no one there to just turn it in. And now quickly coming down the other end. Stretch of the stick from Gavros, but no touch made. And that was a poor effort too, giving the possession away. Finds the man in behind, that is Taylor Hall. Burns was bearing down on the puck, looking to get the shot away, but to be on that occasion. That was a much better pass through center ice. Well controlled too, but they couldn't manage to move it on once again. And Hamhui.
Some pass by McKinnon. Try to hit Spezza coming with speed, but a little too far ahead for him. There's the captain, Alyuzny. He's going to have to pick it up as well. Lead the way by example. One thing the Belarus can do if they dump the puck, they cannot throw it close to Smith, because Smith's very good at playing the puck outside his crease.
Well, it just seems like there's very few options for the Belarusians at the moment. Remember, they're coming in as 4th place in their group to then play the top of the others, so it was always going to be a big task. They haven't managed to equip themselves anything like sufficiently in the early part of this second quarter-final. The all-time record for goals scored was made by the Soviet Union. It was 100. 10 games, 10 goals a game, more or less.
Wow.
I don't think that's going to be broken.
I don't think so either.
Czechoslovakia had one for 67 goals.
Oh.
We're now on 52 for Canada as we take a look at those going in. That was Burns after just a few short seconds, 26 in fact. Then number 2, that one was almost as easy as well for Tyler Ennis. And then O'Reilly. Okay, then this wide margin, comfortable cushion going forward. Whole range of ages out there on the ice. Mike Smith at 33. O'Reilly at 24. Burns got the first goal 30. In years gone by, we've seen a lot more focus on the youth.
This year, absolutely. I like what they've done. They've took a lot of young guys in Hungary and with speeds, and that's what hockey's all about now.
Well, Couturier comes away with the puck. Not for long. There's Belarus 7 minutes and some to go on the clock. Well, finally, the whistle goes. Offside called.
There's a so-called fourth line for Team Canada.
Well, what can Belarus do, Patrice, just to get a goal?
Well, they got to get the puck first of all, and make sure that they skate. They're not skating at all when they have the puck too, so it makes it pretty easier for Canada to track them back and regain the puck. It's all about puck possession.
And Crosby loses out that time to Gavrus. Check that, it was Stas. It was Stas chasing it up behind the goal. Crosby unable to come out. Then he does make the touch, and you see him make the movement up the ice. Good forecheck though from the Belarusians, making it difficult for Canada to get out of their zone. Good strength, just holding off that challenge. Trying to weave his way through the centre. That was Hall again. There goes Giroud. Still Giroud fighting hard for it. They have it where they want it now, Canada. See the movement. Goes towards the back pipe, and the shot was off from O'Reilly, who scored the third goal. It's striking the side of the netting. Burns sends it long. Oh, there's a chance now for Belarus. So it would have been. Had that pass stuck from Kovrishin. Had the options left and right. Went right, but found the Canadian skater, the Canadian stick, and now they're more reorganized at the back.
Very disorganized, and there's a selfish play there by Sergei Kostistin. So he didn't get the puck. All he had to do is stop or go wide, and he just decided to go in for a great offside.
Absolute beast, 201 centimeters. Power forward if ever there was one. Well, the Belarusians, they have the options in front. Goes to try and sweep it behind, but as Patrice was saying, he's good coming out of his net, Smith, and he interrupted that pass again. Spetsa's after it. It's outnumbered 2-1. Belarusians can try and work it up that right side against the boards. No way through on the first attempt. Back with Stasenko. And they've come up with it. Sort of moments causing some jitters in the Belarusian back as the slap shot went flying through. Even Lalande lost it. Oh, the ref says it's on. And then a wonderful one-handed pouch from Lalande, just swinging the left hand towards the puck when he was off balance and claiming it out of the air.
2-on-1 there created by with that Nathan McKinnon, great play there by Spezza. Good up play by Barry. Just try to soften it up. Good reflex by Lalande right there because he's going to on his right side.
Striking the stick of Ilya Shinkovic.
Not a lot of emotion coming out of Belarus.
Well, we're inching towards the end of the first period, so maybe the coach is going to fill them with some fresh energy. At the moment, the Canadians very much in control, not really being tested a great deal at the other end. And another chance. Oh, he still manages to get the shot away there. Toffoli, after working onto the backhand, he was losing balance under pressure from the Belarusians. He went down to the ice, still managed to get it on target.
Good young player, plays for the Los Angeles Kings, and a penalty coming for Belarus for a holding penalty.
And that is the first of the game so far. So how can the Canadians turn this in their favor? Let's have another look. Fair enough. So short-handed for the next couple of minutes, and the Belarusian coach gradually getting more and more concerned on the sidelines. Let's see how they manage with this one.
Yeah, Lewis coaching the NHL for a lot of years as well, so he knows what's going on.
Well, pretty simple attempt there from Giroud. Just one pass over to the open space and guided it straight at Lalande.
Just tried to hit Crosby for that deflection. Unfortunately, the puck was too high.
Comes back the Canadian way again, but Burns unable to bring it down out of the air, so they'll come back and reform for another attack. Burns didn't quite get hold of that pass, and that one was gone. Lalande didn't pick out the man in red, and fired the puck straight at him. Pick out, I mean, he didn't see him. Quite a miracle from that sort of distance. Now coming the long way round, Crosby through center ice, short pass to Giroud. Giroud lays it back. Up on the blue line, Burns considering his options. Traffic in front, if the shot can come, they work the angle now. And from that narrow position, O'Reilly thumps it into the chest of Lalande. But it stays there, 1 minute gone in the power play. Crosby in behind the net. Well, he rather cheaply loses out there, so the Belarusians do well to clear their line. Canada second on the power plays coming into this, narrowly behind Russia. Belarusians just in the bottom half on the penalty kills. And still plenty to do now, 35 seconds remaining. No way through on that first attempt there from Tyler Ennis. Now with Seguin. Driven through, but struck the stick hard of Kaljuzny. Wasn't anything from him early on. Oh, he does find the gap in the end though. Fired through into the bottom, and Seguin makes it Canada 4, Belarus nothing. Another wipe of the chin for the Belarusian coach.
What a shot by Tyler Seguin right there, and a lot of puck movement with that power play. And somebody in front, their tailhouse doing a good job right in front. Don't think Lalande sees a lot. There's again Spezza coming in. Lalande is blocked by his own forward, and his Tyler also. Good shot by Seguin. Good job by Albee in front, creating that screen right there. Perfect shot between the legs of the forward of Belarus.
That's their 9th goal, so leading the tournament now for power play goals, Canada, from 26 penalties. Very much in control of this. Last few minutes just ticking down. What we got on the clock, 2.5. Canada imperious. Maybe almost uncatchable now. Toffoli. Quick drop of the shoulders to try and open things up down the right. Still there for Couturier. butchering his French name, I'm sure.
You're all right.
Burns in behind and he launches the puck, but they're still there. The Belarusians, surely even a neutral now, willing them on to try and get something. A little drop pass through the legs. They fired through, and that's the first save we've seen in a long time from Smith. But Gavris takes the plaudits for making him save it. But far too few of that, Patrice, in this first period.
Absolutely, right there. Though we saw the cycling, we saw at least Gustafsson getting close. This got a screen, good shot by Stas, getting the screen, good shot in front. But Smith was there to stop. At least that's what they created something. That's what they need to do. Close together, supporting together, and cycle that puck and get shots at net. Hope for the best.
Always hope for the best. Andrei Stas going down for the face-off, and they come away with it. Korobov just tries to send it up towards that near pipe, but even with two of his teammates there, they couldn't come away with it, as the Canadians can just empty up the ice. And then the whistle. Well, Burns, good-looking specimen of a man, no teeth, massive beard, and he's got the first goal as well with barely any seconds gone in this, and he's paved the way. Also got the assist there, paved the way for Canada to take this 4-0 lead. We can still add to it. 90 seconds to go on the clock. Ekblad trying to get it forward. Neatly done by Muzin. Maybe something now. Short pass by Kovrishin. Right across the blue line. And they still come away with it. Ekblad again. Still there for Ekblad. Oh, and just saved by Lalonde. We're inside the final minute here of the first period. Sure, the Canadian coach just want to see his team keep their concentration. Todd McClellan right until the last seconds, and the buzzer goes. Just make his first period team talk all the easier. He's got to be feeling pretty confident with the way things are set up now, with 30 seconds on the clock. Rare bit of pressure in the Canadian zone, which then ends, fortunately, with a loss of the puck, and they have to go all the way back. Last 15. Launched up the other. Must be a bit demoralised as well, Patrice, after this, and fired right in front. There was a half chance there inside the last 5 seconds now. It has been Canada's first period as the buzzer goes. So we're going to take a short break. We leave you with the score after 20. Canada 4, Belarus nothing. Hello and welcome back to Prague. It's all one-way traffic here with the Canadians coming in as heavy favourites and certainly living up to that, bidding 4-0 against Belarus. I'm Owen Nielsen, still here with Patrice Lefebvre. Patrice, what are the side in our screens going to do to get back into this one?
Listen, it's all about puck possession right there. And Canada had the puck possession for almost 18 out of the 20 minutes altogether. There's no chance for Belarus to do anything with that. So they got to make sure that first of all, they play with emotion, they skate, they have a better defensive zone coverage, and they got to support each other. They got to be more, not one guy, but two guys on the puck all the time and try to create something.
Well, the tail of the first tape was Brent Burns. 27 seconds in, got the first goal. Tyler Ennis with the second after 7:36. Ryan O'Reilly, that was maybe the pick of the four, and then it was finished off by Seguin, 17:28. Just one penalty, that was Volkov for hooking, and we're ready to go again.
3 shots again, it's definitely not enough.
16 it was for Lalande.
20 actually, and feel pretty bad for him. He was left by himself, so there's nothing, you know, there's nothing he could do on those goals.
Well, it's a team game, and Belarus are going to have to put in a bigger team performance. They did beat the USA 5-1 in the group stages, but it would be some miracle now if they can turn things around to such a scoreline. But
you never know.
You never know. World Ice Hockey here in the 2015 IIHF World Championships in Prague. Anything could happen. So we're ready for the drop of the first puck, the second period. It's all on the team in white to turn it around. Canada still in the red and black. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Well, maybe an early error there from Mike Smith coming out of his net. And, well, Belarus just gifted a chance. Would have been even quicker than Burns' first goal. And, well, they've left their brains in the locker room, the Canadians, and desperately trying to get it up the ice, which they've managed to do. I'm not sure that McClellan will be too happy with the way that started off. And then, well, almost on for Seguin, arriving in front. Stretched out the stick, wasn't his that got broken. Little reverse pass, oh, that was nicely done. Opens up Crosby on the goal line. Crosby pulls it back, and that was the first big chance. 55 seconds gone in the second period, and an action-packed start. Burst that error by Smith, encouraging the Belarusians forward, who come in again, puts up the big screen in front of the crease, and no way through for the Belarusians, but certainly they seem to have come out with a different mentality at the beginning of this second period. See it again, Smith out of position.
Bad play by Smith, puck just goes away from him.
Loses
the puck, puck gets in front. Big save here on Kostitsyn, another chance here. Open netter, but at least Belarus right now is putting some pressure and going hard to the net, two guys, trying to create something.
Well, that's what they've got to do as well. There's no two ways about it. 4-0, it's a big enough deficit as it is. They've got to get the next goal. It goes to 5. And if, well, Crosby now could make it just that. Excellent save with the glove, one-handed to the left by Lalande. What a back Crosby there to get the 5th goal. He hasn't been one of the top scorers in the tournament for the Canadians so far. Still alive for them, Eberle. Still Eberle on the turn. Now looking for the pass, Crosby once again. Excellently done. Narrow on the angle. That was dropped by Lalande. After fired in on the left side. Through the legs, opens things up. A brilliant solo goal if he could have got the shot away. That was Spezza again. He did score one.
Ooh.
I should say he almost scored one in the first period. Looking for the wraparound, almost in slow motion there from Spezza. And some heavy pressure coming on from the Canadians. Attack after attack. Deft reverse pass. Spezza leaves himself open in behind the goal. Wants the option, it is now. Well, just trickles through. And eventually the shot coming from Ekblad. And, well, a heavy defensive period there for Belarus, and they managed to keep the puck from going in their net.
Absolutely. See here, Crosby. He's got that big backhand. Right on the shoulder, Lalande making that save. Then we saw Spezza right before, hitting the post right there. And what a show of skills he did by himself there a couple times, almost getting the puck in.
Well, the face-off comes back Canada's way. Credit there to Couturier. Been working on my French in the break. And a nice reverse pass as well, but they've come away with it, Belarus, momentarily, but it's taken back. Mutzin. Still there. With the puck, he's looking for the option. Just a little short pass to his left to Toffoli, and then the shot. Again, another save from Lalande, this time with a stick. Low down to his right. Reverse pass by Toffoli, trying to get it in behind. Well, they've just weathered that little hiccup. It looks like the Canadians, and some of the skills really are impressive to watch, leaving the Belarusian skaters with no idea. Another close range attempt and another goal. And that is Tyler Seguin, his second of the game, Canada's fifth. And they are cruising.
Well, we just saw a perfect example of how Canada is doing their cycling game, how good they are, always have net presence. They get open, short little passes, give and goes. And great pass to Seguin, good goal, short side here. Here Hennis, Couturier, back to Seguin, short side, great goal.
Beautiful goal. And Seguin now is second top scorer with goals scored, leading is the Swede Forsberg. Now with that, number 7, climbing up the charts. 2 for the afternoon, 2 in this quarterfinal, but 5 is the crucial one, and 5-0. Well, it would be something more than miraculous. So long to go as well in this quarterfinal. I want to just try and avoid the embarrassment. One of the historical things they'll try and avoid is the biggest ever defeat that came against Canada, 11-2 in 1998, as it's saved by Lalande, but it didn't get brought down by the gloves, so the puck's still moving through the ice, and the Canadians come up with it. Belarus twice have lost 11 goals to 2, so a 9-goal margin of defeat. Certainly that looks on at the moment.
Canada's just first on every puck, so it makes it hard for Belarus to do anything.
Cinco. Oh.
Oof.
Well, Lalande decided not to glove that one, and the Canadians have come up with it. If they can just keep it narrowly inside the blue line, stretch of the stick from Ekblad, and a little return pass. Ekblad again. And just trying to work the space, and they've come up with, well, a piece of ice to look for the pass, but it's pinched back and goes bouncing through center ice as the Belarusians still doing the defensive work. Where do you find the confidence in this sort of position, Patrice, with more than half the game to go? You're 5 down, you're in the quarterfinal. It was a big moment to try and showcase yourself against some of the more famous names of world hockey, and you're getting absolutely panned.
Yeah, it's just about, you just see the body language, the face reaction. There's no emotion, there's nothing. It seems like they've already given up. You know, they've got 60 minutes of hockey, so you got to work and as hard as you can, and hope, you know, like I've said, hope for the best, but create something. Don't just be a passenger. You got to be involved.
Well, puck goes down. Belarus should come up with it. And now they've got to see some speed going forward. Yefimenko is in the middle, but never going to get to him. And then a good save with the left glove by Smith. Tried from way out. Now coming quick on the counter, looking for the option. Almost gets it through the middle. Again, very quick use of the stick. That time it was by Duchesne, trying to lay it on for his man arriving over his shoulder. And breaks down again as they run the change. Back with Wiesiok. Well, maybe now. And a slap shot from wide on the right. Dealt with by Smith. And there's plenty of traffic in front again. It goes bouncing through over to the far boards. Trying to take it in his stride there, Yavenko. Well, a little brief skirmish at the other end for Belarus. Maybe just stoked up their fires a little bit. They go and get try to get a 1 in the column. Still there behind the goal, Volkov, who spent 2 in the bin. Losing control of the puck, which just slows things down as the red and black shell is in front of the goal, and gloved by Smith, left-handed, and brings that sequence of play. A better sequence certainly for Belarus on the attack.
Actually, yeah, good. At least we got some good puck movement. Got some good puck on the D. Try to get something. A couple shots here at least.
Well, Rabbit's enjoying it, but Belarus are the rabbit at the moment. Rabbit in the headlights. All sorts of entertainment to enjoy. We mentioned the beer in the first period, and all sorts of dancers and mascots in the arena, as well as all sorts of flag waving. And talking the finer points, I'm sure, of the match and matches to come. And there are some big ones. Patrice reckons Canada are going to go all the way. Certainly look as if they're going to progress through this quarterfinal for the first time. I remind you again, the last 5, they went out in the quarters. Maybe that'll give them a lot more confidence going into the semi. Who is against, we'll have to wait and see. Czech Republic are going to be facing Finland. Another one of Patrice's picks.
I'm saying Finland will beat Czech Republic.
But then the big match in the semis, if it is that.
Yeah, and then Russia should beat Sweden. I don't know what the score is right now. Before with USA and Switzerland was 2-1, I think.
Still the same at the moment. Yep, USA beating Switzerland 2-1.
So it should be Russia, USA, and then I predict that Canada and Russia will be in the finals.
Well, there you have it. We'll joining Patrice throughout the other knockout rounds, so he can write on forums if he's wrong and give him all sorts of abuse. That's exactly what I'd do. Meanwhile, Canada in behind, looking for just that little drop pass. There's Mutzin now in behind the goal. Well, it wasn't a clear strike of the stick, and claimed by Lalande.
Sergei 2 goals tonight. He had 6 goals before this game. With Des too, he's got 2, so 8.
Nicely done. That was a great team goal though on that left side. Just kept moving around in circles, confusing. You can see Lalande there, just looks up to the top of the arena. Big huff, and then a glug of water back into battle. And we've come away with this one too, in behind. Crosby just trying to fend off the challenge. Does well. A little reverse pass with the backhand, doesn't find the man straight away, but Crosby's there again. The speed of his turn just leaves the defender nowhere near, but that was a little slack. The pass missing, and back up into the Canadian zone, which is retrieved eventually by Mutzin. On the left flank, Taylor Hall, so one of the top scorers. Crosby fires the shot. Decent save by Lalande with the legs. Ekblad leaves the puck behind for a second, but then scoops it back up. And he had plenty of time to make that pass, but could only pick out the man also wearing 5, Stasenko.
Penalty coming for Canada. Tripping call against Taylor Hall.
Inside Gavras, and there is the whistle. So
here's the chance for Belarus to get something going on the power play.
Indeed, on the power play so far. They're 11th out of 16. 4 goals in their previous 7 games from 26 penalties. And you can see there, just as Patrice said, coming in from behind, wham! That can have hurt the tendons in the back of your leg and your knee. So Belarus, a big chance. Don't want to get a shutout in this game.
definitely put the crowd back in. They do get a goal.
Well, let's see what they can do. What can they open up? Stepanov's pass goes cross ice. 2 in the Canadian zone, another arriving now. Canadians we saw at the beginning of this period were lacking in concentration. Well, a short-handed goal if they're not careful. 3 on 2, pulls it back. There is the shot. And Lalande managed to get it away, but not the most convincing defense there from the Belarusians.
Perfect 3 on 2 situation right there.
Just had half a minute sucked out of their penalty with having to go back on the defensive. Blocked in behind against the boards, trying to dig it out is Yefimenko. Well, actually the deflection has helped them. 2 on 1, if the pass can go, goes on his own, strikes the chest of Lalande. And, well, 2 shots coming for Canada in 1 minute and 15 of the power play. So they've outshot Belarus until that one went in.
Not much going on with Belarus right there. Very disorganized power play. No support, no puck movement. And the best chances were from Canada. 3 on 2 and a 2 on 1.
Definitely the body language is revealing, as you've been saying throughout. Maybe they can just try and get a little pep up now. A goal surely will give them that extra boost. Burns on the end of a ear wagging from one of the referees. Ear wagging, tongue wagging. I've seen the man wag at his ears. Well, again, they haven't come up with the puck from the face-off. And goes all the way around. 30 seconds to go in the power play. This could be the moment, though. Cutting through center ice. Thought about the pass and then just worked it over to the far side where they're trying to set things up. There is one in behind, is Stas. High up now. Kodobov's shot. Broken stick on the ice, and the attack comes to an end. 10 seconds to go.
Too many men on the ice, probably, for Belarus.
There.
We saw the number 88 broke his stick, went to change, but somebody went up the ice earlier, and that's what created the too many men on the ice. And see, Dave Lewis just speechless.
Well, coach can't be happy with that type of routine error, which is going to cost. And with just a few seconds to go, power play was something of a disappointment as well. Didn't really manage to work this extra man space that they had, and sees Gavras sitting in the box. Canadians in the 4-on-4, so a few more seconds. Managed to work it. Spezza's pass goes in behind. Remember, they scored right at the end of their power play, the Canadians, earlier on in the first period. Oh, it opened up there for a second. Tyler Ennis waiting with his finger on the trigger. Seguin is on for a triple, remember. He's opened up on this near side. Just drifting in, then holds off and comes back. Rejects the shot there on the goal line. Work back again. Well, it was a nice idea. So again, it had already gone forward and was out of position, but they recycle the puck quickly. Just that little bit, well, that much quicker and crisper with their passes and movement. The speed of the skating in all departments, they are outplaying Belarus, and the scoreline clearly reflects that. Almost pulling for Belarus now to get a goal, though, just to try and get something out of them. We're only just into the second half of this second quarter-final. Still teasing the puck, looking for the tip in front, still there. Well, Lalande was down on his chest, and it does find the back of the net. Canada score number 6. And is it Burns? Well, his shot that went through. Whether there was a touch, we'll have to wait and see. But again, another power play goal for the Canadians.
Good puck movement again by Team Canada. Just moving and passing the puck. Right before it's another good opportunity right here by O'Reilly. And Eberle. O'Reilly gets the puck back. Back to Burns. Great shot. Right end corner. Stick side. Really hard shot to stop.
Pick that out. 10th goal in the power play for Canada. Wants to go with theirs in the first period. You can see what the keeper for Belarus thinks. And they get all ages coming for this tournament. Amazing. Well, it's a great afternoon to be a Canadian. Not so good to be a Belarusian. 6-0 down. And they are on their way out of this tournament. Even with 28 minutes and 45 seconds to go. There's too big a margin. 4 goals in the first period and 2 now in the second. Gonna lose count soon, Patrice.
Just no contest right now. I definitely thought Belarus is going to come harder and stronger than that, with more motivation, more fires, and probably the contrary to happen.
Well, they made it to the quarterfinals, which is an excellent achievement for them. It's about their level. Last year, as we said, they played tournament at home in Minsk. They finished 7th, went out in the quarters against Sweden. It's going to be the same result this time round, so there's some consistency there at least, but certainly the nature of the result. Oh, as the tip right in front, and then arriving with a slap shot, narrow on the left side. Still looking for the option. This is better from Belarus. Teasing the puck in behind the goal. And then the Canadians have managed to get it away to Shane. And affected on the power play. 2 out of 2 they've had the goals, Canada. So a lot of green lights in terms of their performance so far this afternoon. Half chance developing. Narrow strip of ice to try and funnel that pass through.
Penalty coming for interference right there on Duchesne.
Well, we mentioned discipline earlier on, didn't we, Patrice? And that was before we'd had any penalties, but now these type of moments are just letting them down. They had their first penalty, didn't do anything with it, and there are too many men on the ice, gave Canada the advantage, and there they're attacking the Canadian net, and interference leads to another Canadian advantage.
You never want to take a penalty in offensive zone, especially right now. They were in a good sequence. They were moving the puck, getting some shots, and that's just a selfish penalty right there.
Yep. Disappointing
Exactly.
certainly.
Definitely don't want to give power plays to Canada. You've seen what happened so far, so.
Well, they're 2 out of 2. And the boss looking on, his face has been going gradually downward.
A lot of families. Team Canada is great about that. They bring the players, but they also bring the families in, so everybody's, it's a big family there when you Team Canada, and they treat you really well. The wives and kids and the parents are all invited by Team Canada.
Certainly is a congenial atmosphere here this afternoon for all those from North America. Things going well for the Americans, as we mentioned already. Picked up a victory in theirs, and Canada are cruising as another shot goes in. This time it is pouched by Lalonde. 10 seconds gone in the power play and already looking menacing. The Canadians going for 3 out of 3 on the power play. Well, they'll be looking forward to their little rest day. After this one, they can sit back tonight maybe and take a look at the Finland-Czech Republic quarterfinal, see their opposition. How much does it affect the mentality of the team in front, Patrice, when they're 6-0 like this and in total control, like keeping you focused, trying to keep them shut out, trying to just keep doing what you've been doing up until a certain point, but masses of time left in the game and they're completely dominating.
Well, they just got to be careful not to stop playing, because then it's dangerous for injuries and stuff like that. So just got to play, keep playing hard, And whatever happens, happens.
And he sends the pass over to the right side. Just drifting in is Taylor Hall in front of the goal, but, well, just rejected that pass. Just over a minute to go in the power play. Keeping things tight in front, the Belarusians, as they need to do. Remember, their biggest defeat in history is a 9-goal margin. So Canadians only need four more. Giroux just drifting in there and offering himself. He's still up there on the blue line, gets it now, slips it across. A short pass in front is O'Reilly. Also a goal so far. The hard slap shot driven in towards the crease and away by Lalande. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Another one. And the Belarusians managed to get it up the ice. Well, just over 5.5 minutes go in this second period. Definitely gone by a little faster than the first, but the result is just the same. Turning on a few of the tricks and opening up the space just that little bit more with those deft passes. Well, trying to fire it through the crowd to Giroux on that near side. Makes a little fake. That was a sloppy error, and there could be a goal back now.
Big save by Smith.
Smith makes himself too big on the right side, just covering up on that post, drifting with the play. Looking for the tip that time from right in front of the crease. No one made it. We're inside the final 5 of the second period now. And, well, there was an error at the end of the power play with Canada giving the puck away.
Very casual here, just passing the puck around and coming out of the box, creating a 2-on-1, and Smith had to make a big save right here. But very casual on that power play for Team Canada.
Well, they had a couple of big slap shots, but first one of the afternoon, moving into the early evening now. And they failed to find the back of the net. They change skaters and come away with it too. Kostitsin. Most of these Belarusians playing in the KHL. It's obviously going to help them develop over the years against better opposition, especially a lot of the Russian teams as the whistle comes on the play. But you can't really argue that the NHL is still the preeminent domestic league in world hockey, which is where all the Canadians are coming from out there this afternoon. And when you do see this balance of little older players and then the good youngsters plus the superstar name sprinkled in the roster, certainly looks to be a very formidable outfit to face as the shot comes in. Set off by Smith. That was a dangerous pass across his own zone. Just taking some time out of it to reset the attack. Forecheck coming on from the Belarusians. And that pass up the boards was a good one. And Ekin eventually has it dug off his stick, but can Belarus do something now? Cutting inside. Well, it was flapped down. Double save there from Smith. And better from Belarus, but a good first save. Certainly managed to get the left hand up and bring it out of the sky.
Absolutely. Bad play there by Ekin on the far blue line, creating that turnover, giving a chance to Kostitsin come in. Good shot right there. Good rebound by Stas. But Smith was focused enough to keep that puck and freeze it.
He's been one of the top scorers, Sergei Kostitsin, for Belarus in the tournament so far. Did anticipate him featuring a little more. As one-on-one, well, just momentarily developed and then taken away. Credit there. It was Duchesne who was having a go. Duchesne who's just taken the tumble. Still alive for Canada. Quick turn. 3.5 minutes to go in the second period. There's an army chant coming out there from the sides. Oh. Well, Quick stick work again. Almost got the pass off, did McKinnon. Just overcommitted a little at the other end, though, as the chance is coming. He threw his feet.
Oh.
Well, there's going to be a penalty call. Savard was the one.
That must hurt really hard in the board. Again, too much individual play right there. Good speed there by Gabrus. Gets the puck. Went in hard, pretty hard in the board right there.
Well, they chose to play hockey. I don't have a lot of sympathy for them. Absolute lunatics.
Perfect example there. Team Canada is playing casually, and you don't want to get bad habits. You got to keep to your game plan, and like I said, keep playing or don't try to do too much. And that's what is creating those turnovers and those chances for Belarus, because Canada's giving them.
It's difficult though. They're not robots. They must know they're.
But it's a profession. It's professional.
Very true. Very true. And keep your eyes on the prize, kids. Inside the last 3 minutes. Belarus surely going to get a goal in this one. Is it going to be now? On the turn. Oh, it's a nice idea. Looking for Volkov at the back pipe. Didn't quite find him though. Narrow angle again. That was Volkov. In behind the goal with Demkov. And just dump it up through center ice. Wouldn't get too far though. Crosby. Crosby. And a good save from Lalande. Jutted out the left arm. Was punching the puck away.
I don't know if he hit the post on that one or Lalande made that save.
Well, maybe I am just hearing a ringing in my ears.
Yeah.
Well said, that man off the bar. Too fast to the naked eye. Too fast for Lalande, certainly. And close to the 7th. Well, if we're going to look at the glass half full, we've only conceded 2 in this second period. It was 4 in the first, so maybe nothing in the next on the mathematical sequence. Perhaps not. We shall see. Approaching the last 2 minutes. Didn't quite get through the shot. It's a desperate jump, almost salmon-like from Lalande, falling upon the puck. Worried he was going to creep across his line. Mr. Potato Head on the side of his helmet.
Puck just trickling right over on his defenseman's back. And almost going in again. So good try by Lalande dropping on that one.
Well, he's probably shown the most emotion out of any of them out there, having to pick the puck out of his net so many times. Certainly no one questioning his will to win. Kulikov trying to set something up, but no way through. Still finding hard for it, and Ekblad now is Madzin. Vicious pass, it's worked out well, and then the shot from close range rejected. Looking for it from behind the goal, narrow angle with Madzin now arrived on this left side. Giroux drifting in front of goal, up towards the point, and then, well, it was a speculative pass cross ice, just launched and led to that attack for Canada. 1 minute to go on the clock. Good strength there, just holding off his man. It's Kalyuzny.
Penalty for Team Canada.
Canada are the one losing a skater, as you can see there. So the closing part of this second period. Short Ekblad for that moment there, tripping. Maybe the discipline is just it's leaving probably the end of the period coming at just the right time for Canada. In terms of getting their game heads back on. carving their way through. Couturier spilled by Lalande. But again, Canada coming up with the puck when it's the Belarusian face-off. Apologies, power play. Sure wired the brain, but the Belarusians, they are working. A good turn, just blocking things off. There was Duchesne. 10 seconds to go. Atmosphere just gone strangely quiet. Slap shot. Last second ticks down and the buzzer goes. So at the end of the second, it is still one-way traffic. Canada 6, Belarus 0. Hello and welcome back to Prague, where it is still one-way traffic and the cars are being driven by Canada. 6 of them, in fact, into the Belarusian net. 2 coming in the second period, 4 in the first. And the Belarusians could be heading one of their biggest defeats in history. I'm still here, Owen Nilsson, and still with our expert, Patrice Lefebvre. Patrice, well, we saw a little bit of discipline lost towards the end. They're going to start short-handed, the Canadians, to this final period. What are we expecting? Are the Belarusians going to get a 1?
Well, it'd be nice to get to see them get a goal or something, but definitely hoping for a reaction. We saw a little more offensive by their part, a little more implication in the offensive zone. Let's hope that they're gonna keep going at it, and who knows what can happen. I don't see it as a comeback, but at least get a couple goals in and get some more pride for themselves. Actually, Lalonde's it's been pretty good tonight. It's been left alone a lot of times, so hopefully they can get a couple goals to help him out.
Well, you see Ekblad, he's sitting in the bin as we get ready for this. He's done for tripping. They've almost completed a minute of the power play. The Canadians been pretty ruthless on theirs. 2 out of 3 goals from their power play so far. The Belarusians are not quite as impressive, not nearly as impressive, in fact. Well, let's see how quickly they can get going, because they started the beginning of the second well, and the Canadians, well, they seem to have left their brains in the locker. Maybe this occasion will start a little faster. I'm sure the Canadian coach McClellan would have told them to buck their ideas up as the Belarusians look for the angle. Less than a minute to go. You can see they're just below the score at the top of your picture. Well, on this near side is Kostitsin, Sergei, back up to the blue line. Kostitsin now, no way through, and he's reluctant to use the puck, and then a little tip from right in front. Close there from Stepanov, but went wide off Smith's goal. Another chance, again just lurking on the goal line, looking for the tap in. And behind the goal, and then the skirmish. Well, the puck is popping up into the air, and they're almost digging it out. Well, stick in the face there, was it? Seemed to be a reaction.
High stick.
And Burns, the bearded Burns, who got the first goal in round 27 seconds of the first period. He is going to take a short skate over to the bin. Watch this one now, and the head go up. Right. And fairly clear there that Kalyuzny, top point scorer, a 37-year-old, the old man out there on the ice for both rosters, took a blade in the face. So the bearded Burns goes to the bin. 3-on-5 now. Surely, Patrice, the Belarusians are going to come up with something now with a 2-man advantage.
Hopefully, they actually moved the puck pretty well on this one, so.
They haven't come away with it from the face-off. That's first point lost. And back to 5-on-4. But still, as we mentioned in the second period, coming into this one, not one of the better sides at scoring on the penalty. Might be an indication of just how much energy, how much fight they've got left in this second quarter-final after being second best throughout, and then again unable to control the puck, control the space, try and open up the angle. They'll start things off again from in behind. Minute 20 to go in the power play. It's all in front with Korobov on the puck. He rejects that first one, so lines change. Still looking for that short pass, but no way through. No idea there, not a clear strategy to try and attack the Canadian net.
Problem is that they're trying everything by themselves, so it makes it easier for Team Canada to defend.
Well, the whistle goes on the plate as Kostitsin, rather indicative of the men wearing the red helmets, his head down, shoulders following that. And now the Russians are still smiling, some of them at least.
Pretty easy quiet atmosphere in this game.
Well, it hasn't been a thriller, has it,
No,
Patrice?
it's been one-sided, unfortunately.
Yeah, not the most fantastic in terms of the competitiveness of the game, but certainly if you're a Canadian fan,
you're happy.
Got to be happy with the way things are at the moment. Still shutting out their opposition. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Still looks a little chaotic from the team in white. Just trying to force that pass across the ice, but traffic in the way, and it slows them down again. 20 seconds to go. Looking for the angle, and well, straight into the belly of the keeper.
Good little play here. Good job by Stepanov getting open, and good pass by the captain right here. Waiting for opportunity to open up here. Good job by Smith to be square to the puck. No rebounds.
Stepanov, one of 10 players out there in the roster for Belarus, that plays his hockey for Dynamo Minsk in the KHL. I think those players having a lot of familiarity together. Got them through the group stages. As the last 3 seconds are completed, so Canada back to full strength. 3 minutes of the final period gone, and close range effort there. That was by Burns. Crosby to get on the score sheet for, well, moving into the early evening. He's been a constant nuisance. A little dangerous, that short pass. And plenty of... the whistle goes, just getting himself in the way there, Demkov. So we get a look at Kostitsin.
Getting involved physically.
Belarus coming away with the puck and just looking for the option on the right wing. Short pass goes nowhere. And then breaks nicely. It's Canada coming forward, thinking about pulling the trigger on that shot. Spetzer still in behind there, Jason Spetzer. Got that brilliant individual attack in the first period that almost resulted in what would have been goal of the game. Now in behind with Duchesne. Is there going to be any redemption for Belarus in this one?
Nice
Try
save.
the little wraparound with the pass. The charge comes in, and time to pick it and get it up into the neutral zone.
So a great play there by Patrick Wheatrock. Getting a pass to Spezza. Lalande, good job by Lalande, just getting back in position to get that save.
Seguin, he had 2 goals so far this evening, and looking for his third. Try and take over as the top scorer in the tournament.
Gavrus, who went really hard to the boards there, second period. Back on his skates, so he's okay.
Down for the puck, and Giroux is there up against Andrei Stas. Stas manages to get enough on it, and the pass goes back. Gusenko, long way round for him, and the pass into center ice. Kind ricochet as it comes back Canada's way. Again, quick with the stick. That was Tyler Ennis. Recycled, short pass from Barry. And then going back is Wiasok. 5 minutes gone in the final period of this, the second quarter final. No goals added to those 4 in the first and 2 in the second. A reverse pass to try and open a little bit of space at the back for Stasenko. Canadians have come up with it. Giroux Just trying to pop up that pass. Still there for Seguin. Offers himself up, trying to get it on the spin. And then good skates. Just seeing the defenseman off balance there. Kostitsin, and the shot close in front. Arriving was Kalyuzny. And he couldn't make the touch in front of Smith to turn it in.
Good player by the Kostitsin brother. Will drop pass, give and go, and then to the captain there, almost, but not getting the puck to his stick. Had a chance to get that puck on his stick and let it go. Smith was able to make the save pretty easily.
Did well to get it through the narrow gap between the skates of Weirsock. About 4 or 5 inches. Smallest of margins. So important in this one, but so important in hockey, but it's big margins. 6 goals to nothing for Canada.
Interference penalty for Belarus, probably.
Taylor Hall going down. Belarusian skater is Yefimenko. There you have it, so another penalty. Goes against Belarus. Goroshko.
Yeah, definitely can put your sticker on the body like that.
Should get some of these hockey referees in a boxing ring. The amount of bad decisions you see in boxing, they don't miss a thing out there on the ice.
No comment.
No comments from the ex-pro. So short-handed again. Remember, they scored in 2 of the previous 3 power plays up to now, Canada, and they're leading the tournament after today's match. Yes, they've played 1 more than Russia, who they've gone beyond. Certainly a team to watch in these moments when they got the 1-man advantage. Burns drifting behind the goal, just trying to scoop it back towards Crosby. Dumped up the other end. 30 seconds gone in the power play. Still alive, coming forward. Eberle lays it back to Crosby. Glides in. Well, a little lazy the pass.
Yes.
Also the movement.
Very casual, just not really intense, and it results at bad passes and not a lot going on in that power play.
Well, it's another case, as we spoke about it, just trying to keep that concentration despite the fact that they're so far clear and so clearly on the way to victory. I suppose we can forgive them the occasional error. You know that they wouldn't approach this type of the game, this period of the game, with the same attitude. We're closer. So we'll just see how the rest of the time plays out as Hall tries to dig it forward. Pretty easy so far in the power play for Belarus as it goes up the other end off the stick of Lalande. Now with Barry. He just gives it short. Spezza. Now wide on the far side, on the blue line with Seguin. Brings things more central. Plenty of men in front of the net as the angles continue to be manipulated, looking for the best place of the shot. Driven hard through the centre. No save made. That's 15. Spezza calls for it, comes his way, lays it back, rejects the shot, and wasn't a good pass, having to control it again. 4 in front of the netter, working hard to close the space down. Last 2 seconds, and they get it up through center ice and away. Back to full strength for Belarus. Smith comes out of goal. He's on a little jolly there, just managed to get it away. He made a bit of a mess of one at the beginning of the second period, if you cast your mind back. Belarus surely got to get a goal, getting shut out 6-0 in a quarter-final. Quite sort of result that would make your head hang in shame. Not that they've had masses of chances to score.
No.
In that respect, it's been fairly clearly one-way traffic. And And they're coming again now to Folly. He loses out as the whistle goes on the play.
Offside call.
No commercial break here.
Teller to Foley, Los Angeles Kings forward, young forward. Oh, penalty coming. Roughing against Belarus.
Again, so discipline. It's always the way. Stitsin goes into the bin, and I suppose the other side of the coin in terms of being behind so long, we spoke about Canada being ahead, is that you just get annoyed with getting your ass whipped.
There we see at the end, across his tin right there with Heinrich.
By the time we move to this point in the game, they've been behind so long that maybe the frustrations just boil over a little more than they would at other periods in the match.
Well, Sergei Krasnitsyn is known for his let's just say his little bad behavior, especially off the ice, and which follows on the ice, and just known as a selfish player, and just showed that again on that taking that penalty right there.
So another chance for the Canadians to get number 7. That was better, although it almost turned into his own goal. Oh, pressing hard to try and get the puck back, but it still doesn't quite look as impressive as it did earlier on from Canada. Working as a team quite as well. On his own, Yavenko doesn't come away with it in the end. Now maybe this is the moment. A little more space, 3-on-3. Where's the pass gonna go? Nowhere. Offside.
Just stopped moving his feet, which created Duchesne got over the line before him. Created that offside.
Well, Crosby coming down for the face-off. Still plenty of time to go in the power play. Up against Volkov, and it comes back the Belarusian way. Big bad Burns. Short pass. It's in too much work for Lalande in this third period. And a good save there though. Burns working it quickly. Crosby loses control of it just inside the blue line. Now on the goal line. Where is the option? Again, no shot coming in. And he was trying to set it up for Eberle.
Just forcing it for no reason. I'd like to see the Couturier-Eakin line in the chance in that power play, since he scored 6-0.
Giroux continues his movement forward. Burns returns the puck bouncing through. Well, just pass after pass. Crosby from a narrow angle doesn't get close to Lalande in his goal. 30 seconds remaining in the power play, and we are in the final 10 minutes of the final period. Canada in control, and really just toying with Belarus. Attacking with any great intent. Well, coming across, and there is number 7 on the backhand. Seguin gets the triple, and Canada finally have a goal in the final time.
So that pass from Taylor Hall, moving his feet from the corner, seeing Seguin all the way down. A little bit of a lucky goal there, just hit the defenseman's stick, and Seguin was able to hit it with his back end and get the whole goal.
Well, one of the leading scorers in the tournament, but he took it well enough, even if there was some fortune how it arrived in front of him. See there, it just pops up right into the top shelf to get number 7. Just gets worse for Belarus.
It's when you say that's a goal scorer's goals, when the puck just, you know, finds its way in the net.
Well, they've been punished in each period. Maybe the focus will be lost at some point as another whistle goes on the plate. Maybe Belarus can just feed off some scrap.
At least try to get one.
Well, it's just not the sort of record you want to put on their World Championship history. And shut out and a 7-0 hammering. Well, trying to dig it out on the far side, but well, they have managed to come away with it there, Canada. Just jammed the stick out. Frustration, Kostitsin. After losing the puck. Burns, again sweeping up. Good game today for Burns. Started as they meant to go on through his first goal. Meanwhile, at the other end, just manages to hold on to it.
Oh!
And then right in front, but Smith, well, he shut down. The legs closed off the space as they were trying to force it through. That was a sloppy error, and they should be punished for this now. Belarus almost get the goal, but, well, they've got to beat Smith. You can see the frustration there of Drozd.
Bad play there by Crosby, giving the puck away. Right there before that, we saw great pass across the crease. Good save there by Smith. Then we see the turnover created by Crosby, which gives that 2-on-1. Gravis, good shot, and Smith keeping the puck, no rebounds.
That was better there, using the puck quickly to open up the angle. Too little, too late. Something for their supporters at least to get a look at. 8 minutes on the clock. Run the line as dump it up the other end. Just bringing it, well, trying to bring it into center ice, but a little lax there. Demkov taking the puck back, whizzing around the boards. The platform's there for Kitarov on this left wing. On his own though, as the red shirts come to close off the space on the in the Canadian zone. Bouncing puck goes through, saved then by Lalande. Just from close range, fending it off with his right glove.
Pretty quiet building right now. There's Tyler Seguin, 3 goals tonight.
Bit of Tom Jones will always liven things up.
Absolutely.
As did this man today. Seguin, 3 goals, top scoring for Canada. And his first World Cup hat-trick, we should add. An excellent day for the 23-year-old. I'm sure he'll be taking, rightly so, he'll be taking the headlines in the write-ups of this, and when they're showing the highlights. Give him a lot of confidence going forward to the semi-finals too. As a shot from Giroux, saved, oh, it's gone in again, number 8. Well, it was lost by Lalande and then turned in. So Riley, is it?
Yes.
Well, he got one in the first period, and the cameraman says it's him again, and there we have the confirmation. So his second goal of the tournament, second goal of the game, and number 8 for Canada.
Good transition pass right there. Good shot to Giroux. When you go hard to the net, there's always pucks laying around, rebounds, and Riley gets rewarded.
Wow.
Riley's looking for the puck. Nobody's taking. There's 5 guys from Belarus around the Riley. Nobody's eliminating his stick. He's able to get that puck, put it in the empty net.
On that occasion, Lalande, like Belarus, on their knees.
Well, I definitely stand corrected from the comments. I didn't think it was going to be a goal fest, and turned out to be one.
Well, don't forget that Canada coming into this one after stuffing 10 goals in the net of their opposition. So we just see that one come to an end. So They've definitely been in goal-scoring form. We all knew it, but thought they would be 10-1 against Austria, the game I'm referring to, which was 2 days ago. Their biggest victory of the tournament, but they're not far away. 9-goal margin now. There's still plenty of time left on the clock. We've seen discipline struggle. Both teams have had trips to the bin. But 3-on-2. Expect this to be going down on Lalonde. It makes the left arm save there. Just put out the elbow in time. Taylor Hall sends it round. Plenty of space on the goal line. Wow, doesn't quite manage to bring it under control. It's Hall again. He's on his knees trying to find the pass. And then Crosby pulls back.
Oh.
Well, looked as if number 9 was a dead cert there.
Tyson Berry just missing the puck.
Eberle, quick turn back. Crosby arriving. It's as if they look short-handed here. Belarus boxed in front of their own goal. Barry, well, he lost it. Cute little pass there, though, to bring Crosby back into the game. Missed by Smith first time, but it won't cost him. Help arrive, quick time, and still there. Eberle. Jordan Eberle, he loses out. In behind the Canadian goal. Now where's the pass? Goes into the centre. Tries to go on his own. Just made a dive down the right side. Well, Duchesne. But one stick out. No option. There's a crafty effort. Just on the backhand, swinging the puck towards the net. Spezza. Oh! Well, the number 90 scores the 9th goal. And that was one of the picks. Certainly an individual brilliant strike.
What a great fake move by Spezza. Faking that slapper. Making Lalonde go down and opening up the rest on the top of the net there. Burns, quick up pass. See that fake slap right there. Lalonde goes down. Opens up the top of the rest of the net. 9-0.
Sends the water bottle tumbling. Keep your eyes on the top of the goal. And right in the top shelf. Canada 9, Belarus 0. Wow, no wonder they're smiling on the side, because this has been an absolute hammering. And certainly Lalonde has looked like Mr. Potato Head for much of this game so far. So you see the quick look at his helmet. As Patrice mentioned earlier, doing his best in front of or behind a defence that hasn't offered him a lot of protection. But a demoralising way to go out of the tournament here for Belarus. Remember, the record defeat for them was 11-2. That result was taken both against Finland and Canada, 97 and 98 respectively. So one more goal, and we're in all-time record territory. Only came into existence in the mid-90s, following the fall of former Soviet Union. So not a long hockey history for Belarus. Canada's biggest win, incidentally, 1949. They beat Denmark 47-0. Absolute battering. Played in Stockholm, February 12th, 1949. Who knows what the opposition was like that day? What's the biggest score game you've been involved in, Patrice, as a pro? Double figures?
Yeah, as a pro, yeah. As a junior major, 20-5.
How many did you get?
11.
So, can Belarus keep it at 9? Gradually been moving the goalposts for the Belarusians, and they haven't helped themselves here in this second quarter final. Face-off comes back the Canadian way. Big 4.5 minutes. They've got to try and keep it at 9. 10-0. Really a terrible blow for a hockey-loving nation as well. It's not small, a small deal for Belarus. It's one of the #1 sports in the country. driven shot flies by Lalande. And then little loss of control. Got to give the credit to Canada as well in this third period. We thought maybe they were going to switch off, but either through help from their opposition or through their own endeavours, continued to turn up the pressure and take the chances when they came their way. Gliding through the middle and almost getting his own rebound there. Well, he did get it in fact, but it was straight into the chest of Lalande. Kulikov sends it up the other end. Smith comes out, leaves his goal empty for a second, but no worries. Nice pass, just picking out the move of Savard. Little layoff. Well, loses his skates. Referees are looking close. Cutting inside. Well, just feel that it's going to go in. They're going to get something out of this game, but 3 minutes to go. It remains 9-0. Smith again, seeing a lot of movement out of his crease. Chasing hard, Taylor Hall sent it right in front for Eberle. Didn't make the touch. That one not cleared away cleanly. Maybe now, takes it to the goal line. Excellent pass through the legs. That pass back to his teammate, who was Stas. Hall fighting for the puck. He's still there, trying to dig it out, and he's got it now, Hall. Oh, now number 10. And then the block. Crucial block. Goroshko diving.
Nice move by him. Crosby's coming with that big slapper.
Now down the left side, Kaluzny. He hasn't been a factor at all. Coming in as top scorer for top points for Belarus. Not that his teammates clearly have done anything more. Another chance again, goes a long way round, little drop pass. That one's gloved though by Lalande. A little easier work for him.
See if they'll try to get to 10 before the game ends.
Got to go for it, surely. Well, they have the biggest winning margin already, as I mentioned, 10-1 against Austria. And we're inside 1 minute 40 now.
Big hit.
130. Control with the skates, decent there from Spezza. Run the change. Nice little sequence coming up now in this second quarter final. And the race is on into the far corner. Eakin a little slow to get there, but tries to block things up. Final minute. It's been. And now we're into it as they collide on the boards once more. Again, a strange quiet, just broken there with a cheer as Belarus come forward. Nice idea with the pass across the front of the crease, but no one arriving. And then right in front, sticks hitting fresh air. 30 seconds remaining. Not to be for Belarus, out 2 years in a row at the quarterfinal stage, but Canada, after 5 consecutive losses at the quarterfinal stage, they have done it in style to win that run. Last 10. More energy now from Belarus than we saw in a lot of the game. 4, 3. And the buzzer goes. The Canadian skaters come out onto the ice to celebrate. Smith gets a shutout. Canada finish 9-0 victors in this second quarter final. Quite awesome display from them. Belarus, though, we'd like to have seen a little more. The hero probably Tyler Seguin, who took 3. But Patrice, everybody pitched in what was a record-breaking victory for Canada.
Absolutely. We saw the domination of Team Canada right now, and I wouldn't expect less of that with that team, but I was just a little bit disappointed with Belarus' effort. And poor Lalande left to himself, nothing to really be ashamed of. He's done his best, so see, I think for probably Seguin getting the MVP. And if I was a betting man, I would give Lalande MVP for Belarus myself.
Well, let's see what happens. As we already mentioned, before the decisions are handed out, the next quarterfinal, the winner of this will play either Finland or host Czech Republic. They're going to be in action later on, as are Sweden and Russia. United States have already progressed past Switzerland. What do you think of that one, Patrice? Number 88.
Well,
Yevgeny Kovrishin. Not the most memorable of names from our commentary the last couple of hours, but doesn't look too happy to receive it, and neither should he. Well, Seguin with 3 goals in this match was an easy pick. He took them well, and he'll have a lot of confidence, surely. Just 23 years of age, score a nice hat-trick in the quarter-final of the World Champs. Set yourself up nicely for the next round.
absolutely.
Okay, well, that's all we've got time for from Prague. We will leave you with the final score from me, Owen Nilsson, and from Patrice Lefebvre. It finished Canada 9, Belarus nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the awards of the 3 best players of each team will determine will be presented a gift by the local organizing committee. The 3 best players award is selected by each team and will be presented by the General Secretary of the Czech Ice Hockey Association, Mr. Martin Urban. Generální sekretář Českého svazu